What is going on, family? It's your boy Terrell Bennett back with another video, man, and welcome to week 3 of Surviving Prop Firms, where we're going to take this $200,000 instant funded account and we're going to churn this thing. We're going to work this thing until we get a payout. So just a recap of last week, man, we ended the week up 1.5%. The goal is to get to 7% to get that payout. But this week is a special week only because this is the last week that I'm going to trade this year, okay? I'm gonna take the remaining rest of the year off. I'm gonna review, prep for next year, but this will be the last active week that I'm gonna be in the market. And it's an interesting week because I went through my pairs today and I found 3 pairs on top of the trade that I held last week. I did hold Great British Pound New Zealand dollar. So hopefully that pans out, but if not, it is what it is. But we're gonna go through the pairs. We're gonna jump on the computer, we're gonna go through the pairs because they contradicting. Some pairs are contradicting other pairs, man, and we got to be really selective this week. It's not about taking a lot of action. It's really about being extremely selective and taking the right trade, man. So let's just jump in the screens. Let's see what the market's showing us, and let's go through that. All right. So I usually go through my pairs. So I pretty much trade every pair, right? And I go through my pairs, all of them, every single weekend, and I pick the top 3, top 4 that I'm gonna be interested in through the week. I'm not ashamed to say, a lot of people don't say who they learn from and all that stuff, but I learn from everybody, from Q Banks to Alex G. I trade more of the Alex G style now. I just implemented the little things that I do personally that has made my trading a lot better. But yeah, man, I go through every single pair and I find my top 3 or top 4, and we go from there, man. But we're gonna jump into the screens right now. First things first, my first pair that I'm looking at this week is Euro Swiss franc. All right, you can see on the weekly, we shifted bullish, right? The market had this huge impulse leg to the downside. We kind of played around and then we finally broke that, made a new lower low, another lower low. Then we shifted structure, making a higher high. We've pulled back to recent structure. So I'm looking for a potential continuation to the upside, all right? That's on a weekly. So weekly is bullish. Daily is also bullish, right? You can see the market pushed up, pushed down, pushed up, but we did not break below this structure area. We wicked into it, and then I'm looking for a continuation back up to these highs or even to the next structure area, okay? So daily's bullish, 4 hours bullish. Daily's bullish, weekly is bullish, and then the 4 hour just shifted bullish, right? So we had the huge move to the upside, then we broke low, came back, made a new low, right? And then we shifted back bullish. So I'll be looking for a retest of this area. Hopefully we can get a retest back into here and then continue to the upside. That'll be perfect. So I have an alert set here, right? So that's Euro Swiss franc for the long. And this is where it gets tricky. We already got our daily rejection candle, we got a wick down, and then we got a bullish candle letting me know that buyers are holding at this level, and then we can continue to the upside. But this is where we get tricky, right? Because we longing Euro Swiss franc. We looking at long Euro Swiss franc, but Euro CAD is all bearish. Every time frame is bearish, starting from the weekly on down. Well, you know what? I can lead a confluence list. That's just me, right? So the weekly, we shifted. We had higher high, higher low, another higher high, higher low, higher high, and then we shifted, right? Turned bearish, then we made a lower high, lower low, right? So we are bearish on the weekly. We are bearish on the daily. Huge push to the downside, right? Clearly bearish. You can see that the market did all these things. We made this new high, came back down, made a new low, shifted back bullish. We kind of played around there, and then boom, we went bearish. But this is the beautiful thing, right? What do we have here? Head and shoulders. We finally broke that neckline, and now we came back to retest that neckline, right? So that's, and we traded below the EMA, and we got a doji candle off of resistance. It's contradictive, right? Because I don't like the fact that one pair I'm longing, another pair that I'm shorting, and they both euros. So sometimes it happens. I ain't gonna lie. Sometimes it happens where the Euro Swiss franc could just long because Swiss franc could get weak as hell, and then Euro CAD could just short because CAD could get strong as hell. So we never know. We're not gonna know until the market get to moving and grooving. But most of the time, one of these are gonna be wrong. Most of the time. So that's where the problem lies. So we got to be really selective about these trades that we take. We got to be really selective. So I want to see the market actually pull a little bit deeper into that resistance. And if we get the nice rejection or shift of structure, then we can look to take this thing to the downside. But even the 4 hour is bearish. Huge impulse leg to the downside. We never made a lower low. And the market just pushing in this area, just trading within this area. So I want to see that retest and then a break to the downside. That would be nice. That would be beautiful, right? We still holding Great British Pound, Great British Pound, New Zealand dollar. It's this trade is just one of those trades. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those trades. I got caught in the blender. It is what it is. But the thing about it I like is we just building up this pressure, right? We consolidating. We did all this consolidation right here, and then what happened? Boom, big move to the downside. We doing all this consolidation. So all that's doing is just building up pressure for the move. Hopefully the move is to the downside and not to the upside. But what makes me think that it's potentially to the downside is because, first of all, we got this nice bearish W, right? And the time frames. The time frames are bearish. We had this shift of structure where the market went bearish, right? We had this higher low, higher. Then we did a shift, right? And we have not broke above or below that shift on the weekly, which makes the weekly bearish. The daily, clearly bearish. Huge impulse leg to the downside. And then the 4 hour is still bearish. So everything is still bearish. So it's more likely that price will push down than push up because the higher time frames are bearish. So hopefully we can get that big push to the downside this upcoming week. But I did hold this trade over the weekend. I usually don't, but I'm going through like a 30 trade exercise as well. So I just need the data. All right, I need the data, the win or loss. I needed to hit stop loss or hit take profit. I don't care either way. I just want the data, right? So, and last but not least, we got New Zealand dollar, CAD. So the weekly is bullish, right? Huge bull. And I some people may not count this because they're like, oh, this is so far back, but there hasn't been a shift of structure since then, right? There hasn't been a shift of structure. We've been bullish this whole time, even though we've been on downtrends and stuff like that. But I still count that as bullish because the market is still overall bullish. But this is where it gets interesting. We had this huge push to the upside, right? The market pulled back. We made a higher high. Then we did a shift of structure, turning that bearish. The market pulled back to the resistance, gave a nice bearish engulfing candle on the daily, nice doji after that, looking for a continuation to the downside. And also, what does that look like? It looks like a motherfucking head and shoulders, right? So this is the right shoulder is being formed right now. So this is a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful setup. We got a nice rejection counter. I wish we would have closed below the EMA, but it is what it is. The H4 is bearish. Huge impulse leg to the downside. As you can see, the market pushed up. We did all that, blah, 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 blah. Huge shift to the downside. And then the market has not broken above or below this area or this area, making the 4 hour bearish. So 2 time frames are bearish. And so we're gonna see what happens. I like the first 2 because all 3 time frames are in sync. Great British Pound, New Zealand dollar, still all 3 time frames are in sync. And New Zealand dollar CAD, 2 time frames are in sync. So we still gonna keep this on the back. This is why this was is number 4. So we got these 2, and I'm still waiting for some things to happen. I got some alerts set, but I'm waiting for some things to happen, and then we can adjust or execute how we need to if the market give us what we're looking for. But that is what we're looking at this week. It's Sunday, the market is closed. Let's get this thing popping. Hopefully, Great British Pound, New Zealand dollar do what it's supposed to do, give us a nice trade, take profit, so we can move on to the next trade. Because I really don't like to take multiple positions at a time. I can because I'm not risking much now on these trades. I'm risking 0.5%, so I can afford to lose 1% in a day if I need to. So yeah, whatever happens, happens. Hopefully the next time I talk to you guys, the market will be open and I will be able to give y'all a trade update. But yeah, welcome to week number 3. Let's see where we end up. Let's execute. Let's show up. All pressure, all precision, all performance. Let's get this week started. Yeah. Top of the morning, YouTube, Monday, and we got some bullshit news. So, Great British Pound, New Zealand dollar hit our stop loss.
No, God! No, God, please, no!
Yeah, I held that shit over the weekend. And honestly, I usually don't hold trades over the weekend, but I held it over the weekend because I needed the data. So, and what's so crazy is it didn't technically hit my stop loss. Of course, when it opened, from what I can see, the market just fucking, I guess the spread was just too high and it tapped my stop loss. But technically on the charts, I didn't get stopped out. I did not get stopped out. So hold on, let me show y'all this fuck shit, right? Cause it's some bullshit, I'm gonna be honest with you. It's some bullshit. I didn't get stopped out at all, honestly. But I'll show y'all, right? So you can see we had the huge wick that went up, but never tapped my stop loss. But because of the spread, I guess at the time, because I got the notification 2 hours ago, that's when the market opened. So I guess when it opened, it just hit the spread was so wide, it hit my stop loss. But hey, it is what it is. That's the risk of holding trades over the weekend. That's the risk that you take. So it is what it is. We starting the week down 1%. I mean 0.5%. So fuck it. We got some great opportunities setting up this week. Hey, let's get to it. We lost, on to the next one. But right now, let me get this workout in. I'm in the gym, as y'all can see. Let me get this workout in and get my day started. All right, so the workout just got done. Today was chest. A great start to the week, great start to the day. As far as my workout, bad start to the week as far as trading. But it is what it is, man. That's just that's the nature of the beast. It is what it is. Like, I shouldn't have got stopped out, but I guess on the open, the spread was just big as hell, especially Great British Pound, New Zealand dollar, and that shit just took me out. Anyway, I'm wrapping up my workout up, and I'm gonna let y'all know something. All right, any person that go to the gym, you will understand this, bro. My pet peeve is somebody leaving their damn weight on the bar. They just leaving their stuff out. People been long gone. I gotta get my man, the security dude, to cut the lights on for me in the morning. So I know, bro, they just left the weights in here. Bro, that shit blow my mind, bro. If you strong enough to put that shit on your bar, then be strong enough to take that shit off. Like, take it off. Like, stop playing, man. And also, for some weird ass reason, somebody in this gym be leaving like the empty water bottles on the goddamn ground when it's a trash can right over there. Bruh, throw your trash away, man. Throw your trash away, bruh. Pick your weight up, bruh. If you strong enough to put it on the bar, man, take it off the bar. But you know what? Maybe you ain't that strong. Maybe you ain't that strong. Maybe you need somebody like me that's stronger than you to come in here and take your weight off.
What's wrong with you, bro? What the heck? You tripping, bro. You tripping.
Because I can take your weight off, put my weight on, take my weight off. I'm that strong. I can take your shit off too. But yeah, that's just a pet peeve of mine, man. I'm gonna just go up here, shower, get my day started. I gotta head to work. But hey, man, we down 0.5% so far this week. We'll get it back though. It is what it is. It's a part of the game. Let's keep playing the game, goddammit. All right, so we back with a market update. I'm gonna show y'all this Great British Pound New Zealand dollar trade that I lost. I lost it because of the spread initially, but as the market moved throughout the day, I would have lost it. It would have just blew through my stop loss anyway. So let me just show y'all real quick. So I had my stop loss up here pretty much, how to trade. My entry was here at like 48, something like that. 48, 3, and I was risking, no, I'm sorry. I was risking 50 pips. So yeah, I would have lost that trade regardless. So, you know, it is what it is. You know, I do it for the data, so that's cool. On to the next one. And then what's so crazy is this was a potential setup that I missed earlier today on Euro Swiss franc. So it actually went back into where I would have took the entry, but I was just on my way to the crib. So I missed the first opportunity because I was busy at work. That's the suck part about having a job and trying to trade. And then I missed the second entry when it pulled back to that area because I was driving. I was on the way home from work. So, you know, it is what it is. Like I said, it's still Monday. We still got a lot of room to go. Let's see what else going on. So we see EuroCAD pushing back up to the resistance area. So we're going to see. Like, I want to see some bearish momentum here to go down, right? And then the Great British Pound New Zealand dollar is still playing under that area. We still haven't, I still believe that it could short. We still are bearish, still bearish. On the 4-hour, we've shifted bullish, but outside of that, everything is still bearish, and we closing below the resistance line. So, you know, and then New Zealand dollar CAD, that thing just pushed heavy this morning, but it looked like we may get a pullback, and I'll definitely be looking for that. And then a continuation to the downside. So the market's kind of playing out. It's kind of setting up. Right now, my number one setup is Euro Swiss franc, and then potentially New Zealand dollar CAD. So I really like those. So I'm gonna move them. I'm gonna move them to my top two. But yeah, that's what's going on. Like, I just got to the crib, so I'm gonna spend some time with my family. I don't see myself taking no trade, honestly. Today, Euro Swiss franc maybe, but how that's looking, I might just wait until tomorrow, see how it's moving during London session, and then we just go from there, man. But today, no trades taken. We starting the week off with an L. It is what it is. If we make it back this week, cool. If not, it is what it is. You know, this week, like I said, this is about being patient and being strategic and just being selective with the trades that I take, especially with this being the last week of me trading for the year. So I'm not trying to rush nothing. I'm not trying to do none of that. I'm just trying to take a great trade, stick to my process, show up every single day. That don't mean I got to trade every single day, but I'm gonna make sure I show up every single day, stick to the process. If I get my confluences and it works out, cool, I'm gonna take the trade. If I don't get my confluences, then I'm not gonna take the trade. But yeah, man, I'll holler at y'all tomorrow. Give y'all another update. Peace. All right, yo, what's up? So it is Tuesday. It's Tuesday, December the 6th, right? 6:59, 7 p.m. Like I said, New York session opens here at 4 p.m. So New York session is in full swing right now. I took a trade earlier today. I was going through my pairs again, and I seen another setup for AUD CAD, potential setup. So it actually set up today. I'll show y'all the trade update. But before I do that, I forgot to show y'all that, sorry, my son right here messing with his mouse. I forgot to show y'all the actual loss that I took. So let's see. So closed positions, y'all can see Great British Pound New Zealand dollar. took a loss for $1,000. These are all the trades that I've taken on this account so far. And I'm currently in a trade that y'all can see. AUD CAD, I'm up $821. So we almost up 0.5%. And I'll just show you the trade, right? So this is the trade right here. I got in on this hour candle engulfing right here. So yeah, so hopefully we can get that push to hit that 2-to-1 and we can go from there. You know what I mean? But yeah, so everything, the weekly was bearish, the daily was bearish, 4 hours bearish. Price is pulling back to the resistance area, tapped the psychological level, price trading below the EMA. It's a lot going on. So yeah, it's good. It's good. So like I said, currently I'm in this trade and we moving nicely. Hopefully we can hit TP tomorrow and we can kind of close this out. I don't see, I'm gonna be honest with y'all, I got one more potential trade, Euro CAD. We talked about that when the week started. Euro CAD is another one, a potential move. I really like that a lot. And it's really close to setting up, honestly. So, but it's 7 p.m. here, which means that it is 11 a.m. back at home. So we get into 12, 1, that area, that time frame. So the volume is gonna kind of go down. So I'll wait for Euro CAD. I'll actually wait to see how this daily candle close and see if we can get a setup in the AM London session. Say hey. Say what's up. Say hi. Okay. All right. So Bubba Man said hi. All right. You want to sit right here? It's cool. It's cool, man. Yeah. So yeah, that's what I got going on right now. Like I said, I work Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then I'm off Thursday and Friday. So I know these little trade updates and market updates are very quick because this is what I do when I get out work. I'm just showing y'all what I see when I get out work. But yeah, you know, y'all will be able to see my full day and Thursday and Friday towards the end of the week. You know, I'll show y'all me at the gym, coffee shop, kind of similar to what I did last week. Any running around we got to do. But yeah, we're going to say all pressure. I know you can't say that, but it's all good. But yeah, man, that's the update for this week. I'll be back at y'all tomorrow with another trade update. Most likely it'll be in the morning and we'll go from there. All right, say bye-bye. See you tomorrow. Say bye-bye. My man, good job. What is going on YouTube, man? It's your boy Terrell Bennett. Hey, so this is Thursday. It's been a day. It's been a few days since we last talked, but I'm waking up early. I mean, I'm waking up late this morning. I'm late this morning. It's about 5:43 a.m. And I just slept in this morning. I ain't gonna lie. I slept in this morning, and I said, man, forget it. But we do got a trade update. But I'll tell y'all after we get this workout in and we leave the gym. But it's 5-something in the morning. I'm gonna get it in real quick, and then we're gonna get to that trade update. All right, so we just wrapped up a workout. Today was leg day. I'm gonna be honest with y'all, like, legs used to be the most hated day for me. I used to hate leg day. But since I really like just got into it, I done got stronger. Like, it's one of my favorite days, man. But I wanna talk to y'all about just coming to the gym and like just how working out can help you with your trading. So I believe that you gotta train your mind. And people think that working out is all about the body, which it is. But I think it's more so about the mind, because the gym gonna make you extremely uncomfortable. It's gonna make you uncomfortable every day, especially when you pushing yourself and you adding more weight and you doing different exercises and you doing complicated moves and you showing up every single day. Like, that shit get uncomfortable. It never gets easier. I'm gonna be honest, it never gets easier. It's days where you don't wanna come here, but you got to. You gotta do it. And that's the reason why I do it, because I gotta do it. I gotta train my mind. Because when I'm pushing myself in the gym, when I'm running faster, I'm running longer, I'm lifting heavier, like, that's pushing me, that's getting me out my comfort zone. And you know, just like I know in trading, there's a whole bunch of uncertainty. So this is why I go to the gym, because I like to train my mind. So I realized, like, maybe like a year ago, that I needed to start focusing on the body part of trading. Like, people always talk about the mind, they always talk about psychology, but never like physiology, like how the body responds to uncertainty, how the body responds to losing money or being fearful or your nervous system. Like, nobody ever talks about that stuff. So for me, like, it's a body response when you feel fear. If you jump in a trade, the size too big, you in drawdown and you feel fear, that's a physiological response. So for me, I started training that part. So pushing myself in the gym, getting my body uncomfortable, getting my body into that fight or flight state every day. One thing that I do is, outside of the gym, is I end all my showers with cold water for a minute, because that's gonna put you in fight or flight, like, automatically. And you're gonna be in there like hyperventilating and shit. But that's your body response to that. You wanna get out of there, bro. It's uncomfortable. You ever just jumped into a cold pool? You ever just, jumped in the shower, you cut the water on, and that shit hit you and it's cold, like, first before you turn it to warm or hot, you like, oh yeah. You wanna jump out of there. It's uncomfortable as hell. So for me, I do that every single day, because I needed to train my body and I needed to train my nervous system to calm down under pressure, to calm down when I'm uncomfortable, to calm down when there's uncertainty, to calm down when my body going to fight or flight. That way my emotions don't hijack my brain and I don't go on tilt. So for me, I do that every single day, and that's helped so much, because at first when I did it, I ain't gonna lie, like, it took me like the whole minute to like calm myself down, breathe, to be at a calm state. And then the more I did it, I got it down to 45 seconds. I'm standing there the whole minute. It took me 45 seconds to calm down, then 30, then 20, then 15. Now it's to the point now where that shit like 5 seconds, bro. As soon as it hit me, I'm able to center myself, calm myself down. But try that, try that, man. Leave a comment down below. Let me know if you tried. Do it for a week. Do it for a week. End all your showers with cold water. And I ain't talking about, that, that lukewarm, like kind of cold, like turn it all the way over, all the way blue, to where it's cold. Sit in it for a minute. If you can't do a minute off back, do 30 seconds. But try it, go for a minute, and just time yourself. See how long it takes for you to calm down. The more you do it, I ain't gonna lie, like, now it's easy, but it's gonna suck for a long time, because I don't know nobody that just like cold water like that. Like, you just like taking a cold shower. You ever took a cold shower? That shit suck. You know what I'm saying? But don't nobody like cold water like that, but try it. It's amazing. I'm gonna go upstairs, get cleaned up, shower and all that stuff, and then we're gonna be back for that trade update, because I got some news for y'all. All right, so we back at the crib with it. I was gonna go to the business center downstairs, but as soon as I walked in, my son got up. So and my wife tagged me out, or tagged herself out, and got the hell on. And so I got stuck with the little one. But it's all good. You know, my boy over there entertaining himself. You know, with him, you can't make direct eye contact, because if you make direct eye contact, he gonna just come running full fledged at you. So I try to, like, he like a wild animal. I gotta be real gentle with him, and just because if I give him direct contact, hey, it's over with. But yeah, man, let's get on the screens. I realized something, man, when I came back up. I was like, bro, I never showed y'all like the Blue Guardian back office. Like, I never showed y'all nothing. How y'all know this is legit? How y'all know that this is the real deal? You don't know. So I'm gonna show y'all the back office and everything. Show y'all that the accounts match up and all that, because I did not do that whatsoever. Because I was like, damn, bro, I could just be capping this whole time. But I'm not. So I'm gonna show y'all. Right? I am going to show y'all. So right now, yeah. So this is the Blue Guardian back office. You can see these are the two accounts that are active. You can see I failed challenges in the past. Like I said, these are the two accounts that's active. This is the 200,000 instant funded account, and then I got a 100K two-step account that's going on right now. And this is the trade locker. You know, same numbers, 204-07709. 204-07709. And that's just to let y'all know I did close that trade. It did hit my take profit at a 2-to-1 yesterday, which is nice. I'm mad at myself, honestly, because I should have held it on my personal account and on my other challenge. Down to this area, you see I got an alert down here, but me knowing me, I woke up this morning and I seen it was like right there where the take profit was at, and I would just TP. I'm gonna be honest. But I did lock that in on the instant funded account, and that's what this is all about, the instant funded account. And you can see the closed positions. You can see AUD CAD right here. That's the trade that I closed out. And you can see that these are all the trades. So I lost my first trade on AUD CAD. That was the first trade that I took on this account. Lost that one. Made it back on AUD USD. Made some money on Euro Swiss franc. I'm gonna be honest, these two trades, I had them both going at the same time, and I like forgot, because I'm so used to trading my own account. Like, I forgot. I was like, oh shit, I gotta close these because I don't want to get over 2 grand. But I did. It was like 2,200 or something like that with both of those combined. So I like quickly closed those, so those can count towards the day. That's my son in the background. And I won on USD Swiss franc, lost again on Great British Pound New Zealand dollar. That's the one I held from last week. And then I won again on AUD CAD. And I thought that was my last trade of the year, I'm gonna be honest. But I got a potential setup right here on Euro CAD. This is one of the trades, the pairs that I called earlier this week, and I like it. I ain't gonna lie. I can literally take it right now. But I want to wait until London session. So either two things gonna happen with this. We either gonna just get a push during London session or pre-London. So this will pretty much how it looks. And then I'll be taking it down here. I just got this line here because this is H4 resistance, support. So we'll probably get a reaction from this area. But me just taking it on the instant funded account, I'll just be taking it here. But on my other accounts, I would definitely be holding it down there. I've been pushing myself to hold my trades longer. And then also the trade Zella, right? So this is a 30 trade exercise that I'm almost done with. I'm gonna do a whole video on that because that's super dope. I think that everybody should do that. But once again, this is the instant funded account. I don't know why these numbers are off, and it's saying that I'm up like $5,000. Yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with y'all. But these are the trades. You can see the same thing: AUD CAD, USD Swiss franc, AUD USD. Yeah, these are all the trades that I've taken on this account. Right? Oh, it's not showing it's not showing the Great British Pound New Zealand dollar loss. So I'll have to like resync that so it could, yeah, I have to resync that. I don't know if it's gonna update or not. Yeah, it's not showing that. It's not showing that loss on there. And sometimes with Trade Locker, it does that, man. With TradeZella, man. But I use TradeZella for my personal account. I use TradeZella for the funded accounts, all that stuff, man. It's so dope, so beautiful. I love this. I'm a data analytics junkie, so I love this shit. But yeah, I'm looking at EuroCAD. Hey, hey, my Bubba just woke up not too long ago. Say hey, man. You wanna say hey? All right. So, but yeah, I realized, man, I never showed y'all none of the back office stuff, man. So let's look at the metrics so y'all can see the minimum trading days. 3 out of 5, right? Where I got that 0.5%. So that's great. The consistency score is still high, right? It's still, I need to get it 20% or below. And you can see 204, 077, 09. And so right now you can see the profit is also 2%. And yeah, you know, this is the metrics. And I never even looked at their metrics. I'm gonna be honest. I never even looked at their metrics, like their system, their back office system. Come on, Bubba, man. But yeah, you know, 200,000. It all lines up. It all lines up. So, oh Jesus, come on, bruh. What you doing, dog? All right, you gotta get out. I'll be with you in a minute, sir. But yeah, I just realized I never showed y'all the metrics. I never showed y'all the back office stuff. And yeah, man, that's how we looking right now. You know, like I said, I might take this trade. I might take this trade on Euro AUD. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. Otherwise, I'll be done for the year. But I am up 2% on the account, and we're just gonna keep that pushing. But I'll update y'all if I take this once London session open, or if I get, you know, if I feel like I should take it, you know, within the next hour or so. I'll definitely update y'all. I'll come back to y'all. But yeah, right now, that's how we looking. That's how we looking. We up 2%, and we're gonna keep just trading this thing slowly but surely. Get hit all the little things that we need to hit in order for us to get to payout status, and then we just gonna go from there. Yeah, we're gonna go from there, man. But I'll check in with y'all later. I gotta get some breakfast for me and the little one. My wife ran out and went to the gym. So yeah, we're gonna get our morning started, and I'll check back with y'all later.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
All right, so we did take our last trade. I thought my last trade was my last trade of the year, but this trade set up, regardless of what happens, hey, the chef kiss set up. All right, so it's EuroCAD. I want to show y'all real quick. I just got into it not too long ago. So we not up like much at all, honestly. And it's pre-London. Yeah, it's pre-London session. So yeah, I just got into it. So I'm currently up $330 or something like that. So yeah, nothing too crazy. But yeah, I just got into it. But I just wanted to show y'all our Christmas decorations. You know what I'm saying? So we got these nice huge windows. And I'll try to get a shot at nighttime. But we got the lights around the windows. Some little Christmas trees, a little Christmas candle, a little bow, you know, the lights and stuff. And then we got our little grandpa chair in the corner. You know what I'm saying? We got a little throw on there with a pillow, with a little naughty pillow on there, because ain't nobody nice in this bitch.
Whoa, 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 hey, 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 hey.
And we got a little garland, and then we got some little gingerbread lights. So I can cut them on real quick. Yeah, little gingerbread lights. And then we got Rudolph over here with some little elf ears, hats, or whatever. Then we got our little tree that our son keep trying to take the damn ornaments off. We got a few little pillows. his little bear or his dog. But yeah, that's it, man. As far as, you know, our Christmas decorations. We did a little something. Last time we was here, we didn't do nothing. So we wanted to make sure that it felt like Christmas in here this time. But yeah, I just jumped in that EuroCAD. We'll see how that play out. I feel good about it, you know. Neutral for the most part. If I win, cool. If I lose, cool. But this is my last trade of the year. Hopefully we can end it off. We already up on the account regardless, but hopefully we can end it off being up 3%, and we'll be almost halfway to the target, right? So yeah, I'll check back in with y'all, especially like once London session open and we get to popping, and we'll see how the market move, and I'll show y'all exactly the trade that I'm in. All right, so hey, let's jump into this trade update. Y'all see earlier I was locking in on EuroCAD. I said I was gonna potentially take it during London session. I took it right before London session, and this how we looking. Yeah, so we moving nicely. Like I said, I got a alert at 2-to-1. We over a 1-to-1 right now, so I got an alert at 2-to-1. You can see we just taking it a trade at a time, man. A trade at a time. So hopefully that could pan out. This is definitely the last trade of the year for sure. Definitely the last trade of the year. It's been a great year. It's been a great year, honestly. You know, with my trading, I just got done. This is actually the last trade of this 30 trade exercise. I'm gonna do a video on that. That's probably what's gonna drop next, honestly, because after this video, I'm gonna take a break because Christmas is next week and then New Year's. So I'll be back trading probably the 5th of January. And then I got my birthday, which is the 9th. So yeah, you know, I'm gonna take probably like 2 weeks off from the market. I'm not gonna trade, but you know, I'll keep my eyes on it, stay active with it and do all that stuff. But yeah, it's been a good year. Hopefully we can close this out. If I gotta hold it until next week, I doubt it. But you know, you never know. The market can do it. The way it's pushing though, you know, we could just get the whole big flush. So we'll see, you know. But that's a trade update. EuroCAD running pretty nicely. And yeah, I'll check back in with y'all later on, man. Oop. Yo, so it is the next morning. I actually went upstairs. I showed you guys last time. I went upstairs where I usually like journal and I usually like read, but it's the rainy season right now. So it's like super cold and super windy. So I decided to come downstairs. I told y'all last week we got 2 pools. So I decided to come downstairs to our pool down here to like, cause the building's surrounded, so it blocks a lot of the wind, even though it's still windy. So I'm probably not gonna be out here that long. But yeah, give y'all a trade update. We talked last time, we was in EuroCAD. The market was moving nicely. And it still is, you know, we still in profit right now. We hit like a support level that I figured that the market was gonna like react from. Hold on, let me turn y'all this way. Yeah, so we hit a support level that I figured the market was gonna react from, and then we bounced back up to my entry, then we shorted again. But we still in profit, you know. Hopefully we hit TP today. It is Friday, and I don't know, I was debating on if I was gonna hold a trade over the weekend like I did last weekend, because I usually don't do that, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. But I did my job. Like, the process is done. I've done my job, and the market's gonna do what it's gonna do. So if it don't hit my TP today, then it could hit it Monday, Tuesday, or whatever the case is. But I know next week is Christmas and it's gonna be a slow week, but my job as a trader is done. That was my last trade of the year, and I'm gonna just let the market do what it's gonna do. I'm not gonna cut myself short just because, oh, we didn't hit the TP, or oh, I don't wanna hold it. Like, I done my job because I'm all about the data. So I needed to hit my TP, my TP or my stop loss. But yeah, I'm gonna just cut this short, man, because it's getting windy down here. It's getting cold, but I'm gonna show y'all the pool and all that. I'm gonna show y'all this area down here, and I'm gonna probably go back upstairs and journal and read at the crib. So I decided to come to like a little, we got a bunch of seating areas like in the building. So I just decided to come over here to one of the seating areas and journal. Like I said, my wife and my son still asleep, so there's only so much I can do up there without waking them up. But yeah, I just decided to come over here to the little seating area and just journal. And then I'll probably head back up. It's cold, man. I'm gonna order some coffee or something, cause it's cold. You know what I'm saying? Jesus Christ. All right, so we back at the crib, man. It's been a while. It's later on in the evening over here. It's actually nighttime here. So London session, London session really didn't have no motion. New York session, we did push, but I thought we was gonna break the level, but we didn't. I'm gonna actually hold this trade over the weekend because I need the data. I'm not gonna close it just because it's not hitting my take profit. I'm gonna just let it do what it's gonna do, you know. That's the thing about trading. I could take profit and keep hitting the 1-to-1 and keep hitting the level. I'm gonna show y'all in a second, but I need the data. So I'm gonna continue to just follow my plan and just go from there. All right. Hold on, Bubba. I'll let you say hi in a minute. I'm gonna let you say bye. All right, you close it out. But I'm gonna show you right now. So right now, we still in the trade, and you can see we got this little H4 level that the market just keeps respecting, right? And then we dipped into it, but we didn't break it. So, you know, the market could push back up next week, or we can dump below, you know. So I'm gonna continue to hold it because that's what my plan is telling me to do. And I'll let that do what it's gonna do. But right now, let me show you. Let that load up. So right now we up like almost 0.5%. Like I said, I could close it and just be done with it, but I'm gonna let it continue to do what it's gonna do. Like I said, I gotta hit that 0.5% mark for the day to even count. Bless you, Bubba. So yeah, I don't know. I may see. I'll let y'all know if I end up closing it, but 9 times out of 10, I'm gonna hold it and let it just do what it do, and we're gonna go from there. But yeah, this has been week 3, and we are currently, I'm sorry, I didn't even show you guys. We're currently up 2% on the account, right? So the goal is to get to 7%, then request that payout. But we've been positive last week, but we've been positive this week. So yeah, you know, we're gonna keep churning it, man. We're gonna keep going, man. Thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate y'all. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. I ain't even gonna edit that out. I'm gonna keep it. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, man. I'll see y'all next week. I'm gonna let my, well, he climbing, he like crawling under me. So peace. I love y'all. All pressure, all precision, all performance. See y'all next week. Actually, being that this is the last week, it's probably gonna be like another week or 2 off before we get back into this. So I'm gonna let this account breathe, but I'm still gonna drop some videos next week, and the following week. But right now, man, we done with week 3. I appreciate y'all. We're gonna keep this ball rolling. I'm gonna take y'all along the way, every step of the way, until we get this payout. Deuces.